On this episode, we're assembling our ultimate Disney villain dream team, 5 fiendish foes from different categories. Today's October 31st, 2025. This is episode 820 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I'm your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
Ooh, happy Halloween, everyone. And it is nice and cool here in Florida.
Yeah, I'd say it's Halloween weather, but we don't usually get nice weather
No,
like
we
this
don't.
on Halloween. We're
The
usually
high
sweating.
today is like 69.
Sweet.
Tomorrow's high is 68. And it's nice because for the next foreseeable future right now, it's not really getting over 75.
Nice.
So not until November 9th, it looks like, and it might get up to 77. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But this is great.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some fun today.
We are. And kudos to you for being in a home that often has a lot of teenagers in it, saying numbers and not saying 6, 7. I appreciate that myself, and anyone with a teenager at home probably appreciates that as well. So we are going to have fun today. We're going to do a villain draft. So we are going to each draft a team of 5 villains that will make up, I guess, our villain dream team. And as always, we got a couple rules, right?
As always.
All right, so we are going to draft 5 villains each from 3 different categories.
Okay.
We're going to go with animated movie villains, Pixar villains, live action. We're going to pick 2 from the animated, 1 from Pixar, 1 from live action, and then we're going to get 1 bonus where we can pick from whoever is left over. Of course, once someone's picked, nobody else can pick them. Pretty obvious. We're going to do the snake draft format, which horrible name, great drafting way to do it. So we'll flip a coin to see who goes first. That person gets the first pick. The next person gets the second and third. Then it would go back and you get the 4th, 5th. Like, it'll make sense when we do it, right?
Okay.
And then for each of the 3 categories, we talked ahead of time and we listed what we think are 10 of kind of the best or our favorite villains. So there'll obviously be a lot missing from these lists.
Right.
You can feel free to, shoot out your favorites to us at MainSTMagic on all the social channels, or, comment when we post the episode and all. We made this list just to kind of, because there's some of our favorites that I think it'll make it easier as we go through. If somebody pops in your brain that's not on this list, feel free to pick them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think we have a pretty good list here. Then at the end, we'll kind of talk, see whose team we think is better. I'll ask right now, or we can wait and flip a coin at the end. Do you want to allow any sort of trade or steal at the very end? Or do you want to maybe leave that up to a coin flip where we each get a shot at the end? Like, I call heads or tails. If it's right,
Sure.
I can take one of yours, and then you get the same shot at mine or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be fun. We'll do that at the end. All right, well, let's get the draft order going first. Do you want heads or tails? I can't even keep a quarter in my hand this time.
Oh, my goodness.
You want heads or tails?
Tails, I think.
Okay, I only got to flip it once, so. It honestly, it is tails. Why do they put a head on both sides of quarters now? One is the full Washington head. I can't tell who the other one is. It might be It's the one. It's a astronaut. The one astronaut woman that passed away. All right, so since we're doing the snake draft, we can't really just go category by category or round by round. So basically, you'll get your selection of whatever you want.
So
right?
I can say, if I'm first, I'm going to go with a live action one first?
You certainly could.
Okay.
Let me run through the 10 villains that we put in each category first, just so our listeners know. And again, if somebody's not on the list, because there's a lot of villains, especially when it comes to the animated. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to pick. You can go ahead and grab one. Like there's one in my mind I might go for that's not on here. But in animated, in no particular order, we have Maleficent, Scar, Ursula, Hades, Dr. Facilier, Jafar, the Evil Queen, Mother Gothel, Cruella de Vil, and Gaston. For the Pixar villains, we've got Syndrome from The Incredibles. I'll say the movie in case you don't know. And if you don't, then I don't know, man. Lotso, Hug and Bear from Toy Story 3. Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco. Hopper from A Bug's Life. Zurg from Toy Story franchise. Randall Boggs from Monsters, Inc. We got good old Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2. Sid from the original Toy Story. Darla from Finding Nemo. And Chef Skinner from Ratatouille. Moving on to the live action. What we tried to do here was not... There's one of these that is from a live action animated remake type, only because it's so good. I think she had to go on here.
Okay.
The other ones we didn't want to just go, Jafar from the live action, Ursula. They're already up and animated. So we're going to go with Queen Nerissa from Enchanted. Mm-hmm. Good little package deal. The Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. Darth Vader from this movie called Star Wars. Kylo Ren, also from the Star Wars franchises, of course. Captain Barbossa from Pirates of the Caribbean. The Red Queen, Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Mm-hmm. Jack Frost from the Santa Claus 3. That. Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Mm-hmm. Thanos. I mean, I'm not going to even say what he's from if you don't know. And then the one I think we really wanted on this list, because in my opinion, it is the best live-acted villain from a remake of an animated movie ever, is Lady Tremaine from the 2015 Cinderella, which was played by Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, super good.
Outstanding.
Super
so
good.
Those are the ones we have to choose from. If there's anything else you want to go off from there, feel free. You get the very first pick. I will get picks 2 and 3, but then you get 4 and 5. So just think about that. Very first pick out of all of those. Who are you going with, and why would you choose that? This is kind of going to be like your captain. I feel like, you know what I mean? The captain of your team, Maleficent. Mm-hmm. I kind of figured what. I mean, I don't. Is that because of how much you love her as a villain, or because of how villainous she truly is?
All the above.
Yeah.
I just love her.
Yeah.
And then when they did the villain story of her, and I love that with Angelina Jolie. I love it. I really do. I don't know. I just...
the whole microphone thing. Huh? It's going to be one of those days. I can't even do that. Okay. Let's get back to it. You know my feelings on the live action.
I know you don't like any of them. But I always say this.
No.
I don't want to say you don't like any of them, but
I don't like
when they humanized them.
The way they humanized her and changed the story in the live action, because I'm going to talk about Kate Blanchett playing an incredible Lady Tremaine.
Oh, wait a minute!
Angelina Jolie is incredible.
You don't know that they did.
Okay, the story that we lived with for decades upon decades upon decades from the Sleeping Beauty was changed. Correct?
How? I mean,
because it took Maleficent to bring her back out of her sleep. It did not take her prince, remember? That's how they ended the first Maleficent movie. Now, oddly, when I don't usually like when they humanize villains, but I think they did a wonderful job of humanizing Maleficent in the sense of why she was who she was.
Yeah.
It made you hurt for her.
Oh, 100%.
When they can do it like that,
yeah,
I enjoy it. What I didn't care was the way that they switched up the story at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All the other live actions, for the most part, have extended the story from within. You know what I mean? Whether it's Beast and Belle, and actually watching them fall in love, as opposed to the animated, which is a shortened time. You go, oh, they love each other. You actually saw it. So I do like when they're able to do that. Same thing with Cruella. That actually watching her become Cruella, I think, is really, really cool. But Maleficent's about one of the best villains and best captains I think you can get for a team. So you've got Maleficent.
Who are you taking?
I mean, I don't know if it's unfair or not. I'm going to pick Thanos, who might be one of the greatest villains in movie history, I think. What I always loved about Thanos, and I've said this, and hopefully it doesn't make me sound like a crazy person, up until Endgame, at the very, very end, where he pretty much was just fed up. He's like, look, I'm sick of you guys, okay? Now I'm going to burn the entire universe down. Everything he did up until that point, he truly thought was for the greater good of the universe, which makes it almost more of a messed up villain. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he was willing to destroy half of the entire universe to make things better. That's not something that most people do. You know, most people don't do the hard thing to get the good thing.
Right.
And he was going to do it, but he did it in such a villainous way.
Yes,
and
he did.
Also, the power that he contains, the power that he contained before he even had the Infinity Stones and the Gauntlet is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, he's wiping out planets pretty much prior to that. So once you give that to him, he is one of the most powerful ever. And when he was done with it, he was basically like, peace out. He almost killed himself destroying them so that he thought no one could ever reverse what he did. That's pretty good, right?
I don't know, man.
I like that one. All right.
He's crazy.
So then I get the next one as well. I'm trying to, there's so many to pick from. It's hard to go around. You know, this might be a surprise. I'm going to get my Pixar pick out of the way. Who do you think I would pick from Pixar? Because I'd bet any amount of money that you won't guess it correctly.
Syndrome?
No. I'm going to go with Ernesto de la Cruz.
Oh, wow. I did not see that coming.
Murders his best friend.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
steals all of his music.
That's awful.
Right?
Yeah,
and then
that
in the
is awful.
afterlife, just continues to play it up, right?
Yeah, he sure does.
I mean, he is a bad, bad dude. Like, and that's the thing is, someone like that, I feel like, is pure evil.
Yeah.
Truly pure evil. They can humanize Maleficent a little bit. I actually think it does humanize Thanos a little bit by saying, hey, he thought he was doing what was the best for the universe and these worlds and all. It's pretty hard to humanize murdering your best friend, lying about it forever.
He was jealous, and he wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and he would stop at nothing to do it. Again,
with
including murdering his
him.
best friend.
Jeez.
So all I got to say is my best friends are lucky that they don't write me good music. All right, so I'm going to go with Ernesto, but I also get the next pick after that.
Wait, I thought you...
That's the way it works. That's the way the snake one works, remember? So when you actually flip the coin and get to go first, it's not always the best. You get the number one overall pick that you want, but then you get the next two after this. So
okay.
I think I'll move over. I got two classics. You can pick your bonus, by the way, at any time you want. So like the fact that I've already picked a live action, if I wanted to get my bonus gone now, I technically could pick it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move up to classic, and I'm going to go with, I think, someone who would probably get along pretty well with Ernesto, because she also is pure evil and will stop at nothing no matter what, is Mother Gothel.
Mother Gothel, yeah.
What an awful, awful human being. I think she's one of the worst villains. Yeah, I think she's one of the worst villains ever. I really do, in like the Disney cinematic universe, pretty much. First, not only did she steal a child, she raised her as her own, kept her captive, acted as though the rest of the world was out to get her, and all of them were horrible. And also she could just basically live forever and be young. Why? Like, I understand the living forever, but it's not like she was going out courting men left and right. Like, she wasn't going out to the clubs at night. Like, who cares what she looked like? You know what I mean? She spent most of her time in the tower. What was she so worried about?
I think she was wandering a lot, because she'd always say, "Let down your hair, I'll be back," and like she was
clubbing?
I think she was going out a lot.
Okay, you do.
I mean, I don't know about men and stuff, but I think she was going out a lot.
That went to a weird level. You're right about that though, because she was constantly asking her to let down her hair. Huh. Okay. Well, we just learned some about Mother Gothel there. All right, so you get the next two picks. You have a classic, you've got a Pixar, you got a live action, and you got your bonus pick. So, what you going for?
I think I'm going to go ahead and do my live action.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to take Lady Tremaine and Cinderella.
Yeah.
Kate was
I think
she was so good, but she's so like, here's the hard part. And this is why I'm picking her. And this is why I love Kate. Like, I've seen her in other good movies where she's good and she's like,
she's
but
outstanding.
This, I like hated her, but didn't want to hate her.
Yeah.
Because I like her of who she is, but like it was just so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
What I think, and I know we're now getting into acting and actors, right? We're not specifically talking about the villain.
She's still a villain, though. I mean,
right,
and
but
if you,
what I was going to say is that I get so nervous when they cast someone really, really famous that you know from lots of roles in one of these roles.
Correct.
And Kate Blanchett, when I watched her, I wasn't watching Kate Blanchett. I was watching Lady Tremaine.
Yeah.
And she was awful.
Yeah.
But you're right. She's this weird, likable, awful.
Yeah.
And I know that, again, that's going outside of possibly the actual character and more into the actress. But she just, you're right. She killed that role. And again, she doesn't care who she hurts to get what she wants. Yeah. You know, because she's using her two daughters to get what she wants.
And
right?
she used,
and then
I don't
Cinderella,
think she really
of course,
loved her husband.
No, not at all.
She just wanted money.
She wanted money. She didn't even love her daughters. You don't think she would have thrown them directly under an actual bus? Now, then it would have been like a horse-drawn carriage, but she'd have let horses trample all over those two.
Oh,
if
my
it
goodness.
got her what she wanted. You get next pick.
Okay, I'm going to go and get my second animated. I'm going to do Gaston from my favorite movie, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, you had
and
to
I
pull
will
him out 'cause
take.
we didn't have him on the original list. But
I will take him in both animated and live action if you had to. I think Beauty and the Beast is Disney's number one live action that they did best.
That's your all-time favorite out of all of them?
That they did just the best.
Yeah, I think they did.
I would say Stitch is number 2.
Yeah.
Because that's real hard to say because Beauty and the Beast was my favorite as a child. But yeah, it just like even casting and then just the way they did it, it just, I don't know. It's just perfection to me.
There's a few of the live actions, one of those being Beauty and the Beast, one of those being Lilo and Stitch, one of those being Cinderella 2015, and I think the other being Jungle Book. Those 4, I think, are just absolutely outstanding movies. Whether you're a Disney fan or not, whether you're an animated fan or not, whatever. I think they're 4 just perfectly done movies outside of all of that. So yeah, I like the live action Gaston better as a villain because I think he was actually a bit calculated. I feel like the animated one was just big, brawn, and dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Luke Evans brought a little bit of calculation there where he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he wasn't just a villain who wanted Belle. He knew ways to get it. Even though he isn't the brightest guy.
Right.
He still was calculated in everything that he did.
Yeah.
And so I thought he really brought a lot of extra into that character. Whereas watching the first one, you're like, look at this big dumb goof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but that's kind of how I took it. All right. I get to go next. I've got my classic left. Of course, I've got the bonus. Classic's hard. You know, I feel like everybody assumes I would pick Dr. Facilier. I think I've said it before. I don't think Dr. Facilier is that bad of a villain. I think he's an incredible character.
Oh, yeah.
He's not that much of a villain to me. He's completely controlled by the other side of the shadow.
Right.
He's basically paying off a debt.
Correct.
Right. So he is not actually the top villain in that movie. He's just a pawn. You know, he's kind of a puppet.
Right.
But I love the character.
The Shadow Man.
The Shadow Man is really
the real villain.
Correct.
Probably.
So that's why I don't want to pick him. Oh, this is actually really hard to go from there because, oh man, I just love Hades more than anything. But that has a lot to do with James Woods' representation of him and the humor behind it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Scar.
Okay.
Kills his brother.
Yeah.
Again, talk about
Tries
someone who
to
will stop
kill
at
his-
nothing. Yeah, tries to kill his nephew.
His little nephew.
Yeah. He does not give a you-know-what, and he will do anything to get what he wants. So I will take Scar, and then I would be able to get my bonus pick, but I don't like that because then it leaves you with the last two. So why don't you take your Pixar pick, and then we'll each go to our bonus. And I'll actually give you the next two picks because I'm a gentleman and a scholar. So you get a Pixar pick, though. Pick from that first, and then you get one last pick from anything that's left. And hopefully you were crossing them off because I was, I think.
I am. Okay. I was, or I did. Yeah.
Okay. The Pixar ones are hard.
I think so. There's a lot of Toy Story in
yeah,
here.
Talk it out.
And I feel like...
Okay, I have a question for you. Is Sid a villain? Or is he a
He's a boy kid.
Right. If you, especially if I think if you're my age and you didn't at least light one G.I. Joe on fire growing up.
Right.
I don't know. I think
and him
most
taking heads
did.
and making things like that. I mean, it even showed him growing up being a trash person. So it's kind of sad.
It
honestly.
is. I don't think they gave Sid enough credit. I bet he could have been an Imagineer. But no.
No, they
didn't let him.
And I mean, I hear trash people make good money. But still, like, I mean, that's just...
It's not something that is normally represented in a good way, which also is awful. But no, I agree. It was... I don't know that Sid is a villain as much as you said. He's a boy, you know, who had a huge imagination. Now, I don't know that I used some of the words that I used when I was lighting G.I. Joes on fire. I just thought it was cool. I mean, he kind of knew that he was torturing them. That's the only thing. There's definitely a little something in the back, right? Let's just say if adult Sid had a Netflix series made about him called Monster, you wouldn't be shocked.
Oh my goodness!
Based on his childhood of really, like again, it's one thing to put a rocket firework thing on a Buzz Lightyear. It's another to kind of act the way he did in some demented sort of ways. You know, I feel like he did know that he was torturing these animals.
But they're not.
Toys.
That's right.
He didn't know they were alive.
And I mean, listen, after Toy Story, I never looked at probably a stuffed animal the same again. Or a little toy.
Would you have thought, though, that once they all came to life right in front of him, that maybe would have set him straight, and then next thing you know, we would have seen him as like a brain surgeon or something?
Yeah, but he was a trash guy.
Yeah. So what are you picking, though, for your Pixar? I was just talking through a little bit of it.
Well, with all that being said, I was thinking between Lotso actually and Randall, and I think because I just like Monsters Inc. better, I'm gonna pick Randall. Yeah, because
I think that's a good pick.
Like Lotso is awful because he's
so
stuck,
bad.
and he's like, we're gonna have everybody else stuck, but Randall is just jealous.
Yeah.
And not happy for his friend and just wants to completely beat him, and that's just sad. And I think
Randall's a really good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I don't want to bring in, well, it's hard not to bring in the actors, the actresses that bring these to life because they are the ones that bring them to life.
Yeah, 100%.
But Steve Buscemi,
come
on.
I love him.
And he's so good in that.
Yep.
All right, so we are left each with a bonus pick. You get to pick anything you want that is left. I will then pick anything I want that's left. And you can pick something that's not even on here.
I said, I started to say, can I pick something that's not on here?
You can. Well, you can try, and then we'll see if it's a Rhonda style pick or not, and then we can qualify it or not. Is that fair?
Okay.
Okay, who are you picking?
Hans.
I think that's a good pick. I think it's
From
a really good
Frozen.
pick. 1,000% a villain. Yeah.
He's the bad guy.
He is the bad guy.
I mean, I feel like he's as bad as like so many other that we've talked about. Like,
agreed.
Like Mother Gothel. Like he was with all his brothers, and he just is like at the bottom of the totem pole, the baby, and he just wants a queen in a castle. And he's gonna murder.
That's the thing. Yeah.
He's like, we'll go with this dumb redhead, and then
how dare you?
Wow.
But no, you're right.
And then he's like, and then we're gonna kill her sister.
He's awful.
And then he wants to, and then he wants to go to kiss her, and then Hans is, and I love that.
That's a good one. That's a really, really good pick. I like that. All right. I got my last pick. Man, that is a hard one of what's left.
Real bonus.
I can't pick him because I also think he's kind of just a jealous idiot. Jack Frost is so good.
I know. I was thinking too, but I mean, he's not as much as like, again, I mean, see, the thing is,
he's misunderstood.
And with Jack Frost, he's not only misunderstood, but just like in Rise of the Guardians, I want to put that on.
Rise of the Guardians? That is a good movie.
With Jack Frost, because everybody believes in everything else, and Jack Frost is just kind of like left, so then they do get jealous. But like in the end, here's the hard part with this one. In the end, Lucy hugs him and he thaws his frozen heart.
Yes.
Hans doesn't get it. He does not get his
Jack
frozen.
Frost always had good inside him.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Anybody else we've mentioned really doesn't. If anybody's out there wondering why I haven't immediately selected Darth Vader, I just feel like it's not even fair for me to have Thanos and Darth Vader.
I mean, you can.
But I mean, it'd be pretty hard not to pick Darth Vader, who again is one of the most evil villains of all time. And simply put, I think in my mind, one of the greatest villain scenes ever that I have seen is in Rogue One at the end when Darth shows up in that hallway.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
It blows my mind. Like, it almost gives me chills thinking about this scene. It's that good. So, you know what? I'm going to go with Darth.
Good.
I'm going to pick him. So, do you want to hear the final teams? And then we're going to flip and see if we have a little steal action, trade action. Okay? So,
I like mine.
Rhonda has Maleficent, Gaston, Randall Boggs, Lady Tremaine, and Hans. It's a good list. Mine has the most uncaring group of people ever. Mine are just mean. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Mother Gothel, Scar, Ernesto de la Cruz, Thanos, and Darth Vader. So, what happened to my coin? Did I drop it somewhere? I probably did. I'm good at that. All right, I have another little thing. Actually, it's just a sand disc thing. It says sand disc on one side. And there's nothing on the other. We'll flip that. Heads or tails, choosing if you want to trade or steal something with me. Would you like heads or would you like tails?
Heads.
Okay. Heads is the sand disc. It's tails, so you don't get anything. All right. Now you flip for me. I will select heads as well. And it is heads. So if I would like, I get to steal one of yours.
Well, don't. I'm just kidding.
I don't know that I am. I really like my team.
I started to say I really like mine.
I don't think I want to try and do any sort of steal. I think they're pretty good.
Okay.
What would you name your team if you had to have a name? I hadn't even thought about mine yet, but I like the idea of it.
Oh God.
Okay, let's talk about this. Who is your leader? Is it Maleficent?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd have to go with Thanos as my leader, which is both the ones we picked first. Who do you think on your list is actually the most dangerous, though? Like, I actually think out of your list that Maleficent is probably the most intelligent and the one that could put a team together. So, like, that makes sense.
Right.
But do you think she's the most dangerous out of yours?
Most dangerous. Who do I have?
I mean, let's be honest, because now, can you say that Randall has powers? I mean, he's a monster. He can turn himself invisible, but
No.
I mean, Maleficent's probably still the most dangerous, don't you think? Like, she has powers. She has villainous powers. Everybody else is technically just a person. Gaston is just a person.
Right.
Lady Tremaine is just a person. Hans is just a person. None of them have any sort of super villainous powers, you know what I mean? Other than just being jerks.
Maybe that's what my team would be. Powerless.
Powerless? Huh. I'm glad I wouldn't want to be the marketing department for your team.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Again, I mean, like, even though they're people, they were willing to murder people.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I know.
Lady Tremaine was, well, she didn't murder anybody, but she was, I'm sure she was happy her husband was dead.
Yeah. She would have murdered people if she could have.
Gaston was trying to murder the beast. It literally.
Annabelle's dad, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the live action, he left him for dead.
Yeah.
That's the same as murdering someone. as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure what degree it is, like what level, but it's not a good one.
And then Hans was literally going to murder the sister.
You know, I almost wonder if that makes them scarier because
Yes!
they don't have any power. They're just mean people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I 1000% believe that Thanos is my strongest team member, but if I had to have a leader, if I had the point guard of my team, it would be Mother Gothel. Actually. She could lead a team. I really think so. All right. That is our villain draft. Our teams are staying the same. We didn't trade or anything. We liked them so much. We love if you guys play along at home. If you want, you can just send us your 5 that you would pick out of our list. Create your own. One that I was struggling with putting on here and pulling out from off the list was Yzma. I really, really wanted to. And I feel like, though, if you picked Yzma, she should come with Kronk. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they're kind of like a pair at this point when you're doing the villain thing. So we hope that everyone has a wonderful, safe Halloween.
Yes.
The real holiday season starts tomorrow. We're super excited about that. And if you want to keep up, we're actually going to head down on November 7th. We're going to check out the new menu items for the holiday season at the Plaza, have lunch there. We're going to go ahead and check out some of the decor. Pop on over to Animal Kingdom, see if we can't catch the new Zootopia, Better Zoogether, I think it's called, show in the Tree of Life. So if you want to hear about that, if you want to hear about our Thanksgiving trip coming up where we're staying at Coronado Springs, taking the girls down, opening of International Festival of the Holidays. We'll be doing Jollywood Nights this year, so you can hear all about that. Make sure you hit subscribe. Get brand new episodes every single Tuesday and Friday. Of course, if you are out there on the internet already, Rhonda and I would be so thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got, and we'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.